Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jack. My actual name is Masanori, but everyone calls me Jack. I'm the head of platform at Tailor. Joining me is Seiya, who is our lead architect. We're a Y Combinator-backed company called Tailor. We're dedicated to building the most customizable ERP platform available. Our headquarters in the US, but many developers are in Japan, including us. So we just landed here, San Francisco, this Sunday. We're very excited to be here at GraphQL Conference 2024 to share our latest project with you guys. Today, we'd like to share how we leverage GraphQL to revolutionize the way we build UIs. Let's start with a quick show of hands. How many of you are familiar or heard of ERP? Okay. All right. For those who might not know, ERP is a backbone of many organizations, enterprises, managing everything from accounting and inventory management, project management, supply chain management. So it's essentially the software that keeps business running smoothly. As you can tell, such systems are complex, like in this screenshot, needs a lot of customization. What sets Tailor apart from other ERPs are our focus on extreme customization. We allow you to pick and choose the component you need to build an ERP system that tailor to your business requirements. Because we're at GraphQL Conference, it's worth mentioning why the GraphQL was a natural fit for our system. First, it allows us to fetch the only data we need. And second, GraphQL's self-describing natures allow our customers to really understand the data models. Lastly, we also utilize the GraphQL Federation to connect a number of our backend services to provide a unified API for our platform. Specifically, we're leveraging a Go library built by a WonderGraph. But today, we're here to talk about more front-end side of things. When we think about UI development for ERP systems, we face a number of challenges. Just like I mentioned earlier, ERP systems are very complex. They come with large and complex data models, which means designing UI components for these systems are no small feat. We also need to consider things like nice table views, large forms, efficient pagination, and think about how each data are related, and so on. That said, let's break down step by step what we typically do when we develop ERP frontend. We start adding tables, forms, and data views, etc. on a page. And we repeat that for different data models at different pages and building a form again. Basically repeating the same process over and over. And it's a repetitive task to build a similar UI component for all the different data models. And these challenges make designing and implementing UI components for ERP systems a resource-intensive and time-consuming process. Our development team experienced these challenges firsthand, and it often felt like we were stuck in a different cycle of development. That's when we revisited and started exploring the potential of the GraphQL, not just as a query, backend query language, but as the foundation for a new way of building UI. Let me explain what I mean. We asked ourselves a bold question. What if we could build the UIs by simply using what's already there? That is, as front-end engineers already writing queries and mutations. So why not leverage that to generate UI components dynamically? Just like this on the slide, where you query a list of characters, like everyone knows SWAPI, right? And you get a nice table view. That sounds like a dream, right? After a lot of hard work and dedication, we come up with a solution that we believe can revolutionize the way UIs are built, not just for ERP systems, but for any kind of applications. And that's why we're here today. So we'd like to introduce you to Fabrics, a schema-driven UI specification and component library built to streamline your UI development. Again, Fabrics leverages the power of GraphQL, allowing you to build UI just by defining the queries and mutation. And now, to show how Fabrics works, I'll hand it over to Seiya, who will walk us through a live demo.
Okay, thanks for introduction, Jack. I'm Seiya. I'm lead architect at Tailor. And let's dive into how Fabrics works. So let me switch into mirroring. Okay. Okay. Now this is an application that we built for today's demo, and this is the Fabrics editor. And here, left pane is editor. This is based on graphical editor, so we can write a graphical query here. And right pane here is a preview, and this is the place that integrated. The Fabrics framework is integrated. So we are going to use this editor for this demo. So let's say, like Jack's slide, we'd like to see Star Wars characters table. Let's try to render that using the Graphical Explorer here and showing the character's name. Yes? Now we have the table, the simple table that has a Star Wars character name. And how about adding the category here again? Yes? Now we have the category of each character. And Fabrics automatically determines what kind of data is. So Han Solo, Prophet, these are text, so just a simple text. But category is enum, so Fabrics automatically renders a badge-like component like this. And I would like to say here is Fabrics framework can render the multiple component. So how about adding the Han Solo's profile components just below this table? To do that, let's add in ID. It looks like taking time. Okay. And picking up ID here and add a new query. We have a character query here, setting ID, name, category, and profile image. All right. Yes, now we have another component here. And this is the component rendered from here, my query too. Yes, so as I said before, Fabrics framework automatically determines what kind of value is. So correct here is a table because this is the correction. And here is some kind of a single view because this is not a list. Okay, now we got two components here. And I like add here is directive. We have a Fabrics framework has a special directive, which is Fabrics view directive. And we can add here like this. And this directive can customize how Fabrics framework works. I mean, changing the behavior, how to change layouting, label, and more than that. So at first, let's begin with a simple thing, like changing the label. Here, profile image is this value is directly coming from the selection here, so this doesn't have a space, but I'd like to get it more spaced. So let me update here. To update that, setting the field here, profile image, and it takes an configuration like this, and we can set label. And let's update the profile image. All right. Now, I just updated the label here, so here has a space. Looks better. And I'd like to show the another thing that is layout. Fabric Framework basically supports great layouting, so we can let's align the name and category in the same row. To do that, let's set the name and its configuration to grid column to 6, and then again setting category as well. All right. Now name and categories are the same row, so we can change the layout. Okay. These are the things that I would like to show, but there is another powerful feature that is custom component. And I mean, for example, here, profile image, this is an URL string, which is the Han Solo's image. So, usually we'd like to show the actual image of this buyer, right? So let's updating the component to be used here. To do that, we have a component type prop here, and I have an image preview component. So set image preview. It also taking time to get in the image. No. Hope it's again, but let me try that again. Wait a sec. I guess sorry for that, but it should be working. And showing the image instead of text, but I'm not sure, but it's not working. It's a demo thing, I guess. So, but I'd like to say here is we can update in a component to be used by Fabrics by using this component type prop and setting the value component. I mean here it's component name can be used like this. Okay, moving on. Up until now, I've shown the query thing. So next up is mutation. We have created character mutation here, so handling the form from mutation. All right, now we got a nice form for us rendered by Fabrics, and the form here is the Fabrics automatically looked up into the input type that mutation has. So it does some kind of trick. I mean, name here is a required value, so name has some kind of a fancy batch. It says required. And also, category here is an enum value, so it is rendered as a select box like this, not a string. And of course, we have a directive here as well, and that is a Fabrics form. Yes, and for example, in this form, I don't like to get ID because ID is usually the thing that's automatically generated in backend. So let's hide that field as well. And the way to use that is actually the same. setting field, and configuration has a hidden property, so we can set it true. Yes, as you see, ID is gone, so that's pretty easy. And okay, so now we have shown the basic use case or Fabrics framework slew Fabrics editor here. But Fabrics is actually a framework. So let me show the another use case that how to use Fabrics in your React application. Okay, and this is an example app that I have built for this demo, and this is a React application. And this application installed Fabrics framework already, and in package.json here, Fabrics framework / Fabrics is installed, and Chakra UI, Fabrics framework / Chakra UI. This is the component that Fabrics framework is using to render the component from our queries. And let's get into UpTSX again. And let me explain this. Fabrics provider is an entry point that is, this is just a React provider. And the important thing here is two. One is the URL. URL is exactly the URL for your graphical backend. And the another thing important here is the component registry. As I shown in package.json earlier, this application installed Chakra UI package, so we are specifying I'm specifying a Chakra UI registry here. All right, so and then Fabrics component here. This is the important point. This is exactly the component that where Fabrics framework is working, and it renders the component directly from the query prop here. So let's add in the query here. Okay, look at this. This light pane is browser preview, so this is not Fabrics editor, so this is a React application. And it has a table, and there is a form above. This page is rendered from this to query. Okay, so I think you'll get the idea how Fabrics works and how Fabrics framework is. And as the last part of this VS Code demo, I'd like to show custom component again. Hope it works. I have a radial form field component like this. This is a component that can be used as a custom component for Fabrics framework. And I'm going to use this component instead of the select box for category field. So users can add their own components, as many components as much as they want. So let me show how to do that. To do that, at first defining the variable, like our components. And that should be an instance of component registry. This is the cross coming from Fabrics framework, Fabrics packages, and it takes an custom field. And we can add a component into this. So like setting name, and then type. Type has form patterns, but we are going to use form field for this. And component is this is the prop to be passed. I mean actual component implementation. So setting the radio form field. Okay, now components are ready. So let's merge it into Chakra UI registry. Okay, now everything's ready. So let's play that again. I mean using the radio form field in category here. So I already have a snippet. Okay, looks good. Now category here is the check later form field. There's some checkboxes, and this is not a select box anymore. And here is a component that I brought for this demo. So yeah, this is the custom component that users can add their own components, and users can use their own components, and everything can be happened in the GraphQL query like this. So I think that you here got the whole idea of Fabrics framework, and this is the end of my demo, so thank you very much. Sorry, still we have a talk from the recap, so sorry.
Don't end it.
No, sorry.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Seiya. Okay, let's quickly recap what we covered today because I think it was a lot of information. So first, with Fabrics, writing query will generate like a table or a single item view, depending on like your schema or the responses that you get from the query. And writing mutation will generate a form based on the GraphQL input. And next, there are two Fabrics directives. One is called add Fabrics view, and the other is called add Fabrics form. There's like a SDL or the definition over there. And that allows you to customize the behavior of how Fabrics will render and like a simple and intuitive way. And there's a Fabrics front-end library that you just saw in the VS Code. All you need is to install two dependencies. One is the core Fabrics npm package, and one is the component registry package. Then in your app, you provide the URL of your GraphQL server, and you're good to go. Also, you can easily create your own custom components and register them in the component registry. Lastly, Fabrics editor that you saw earlier is a great tool that offers like a rich preview. Like a right side is the preview, and then on the left side is a cool graphical query editor. Also, we didn't cover it today, but there's like an AI feature that we built it. So if you're interested, please I'll show the QR code later, but you can go to the Fabrics editor. It's live already. Yeah, so I'm very excited that all of this is available to you from today. You can find source code and documentation on the GitHub repository. And we encourage you to try out Fabrics yourself and see how it can transform the way you build UIs. Yeah, here's the QR code. So yeah, please start our GitHub repository. It just published a couple days ago. And share your thoughts with us. And I'd like to hear your feedback and suggestions and how we can improve Fabrics. Okay, everyone done scanning? Okay, yeah, that's it for today. And thank you so much for your time. We really look forward to see what you create with Fabrics. And feel free to come talk to us afterwards. And we have a Japanese snacks Yeah, we flew from Japan, so we have some snacks to share. So yeah, thank you so much. Yep, go ahead.
Would it be possible to create content without compliance of accessibility guidelines with this framework?
The question was the accessibility guideline.
Peacock standard for web accessibility.
I don't quite get that question.
Okay, you have a V3C standard for web accessibility. Would it be possible to produce content that are compliant with that?
Oh, actually, Fabrics is early stage, so we are planning to support that kind of feature, but now we don't have actually accessibility feature.
Okay.
I guess you have to have a custom component now that has the ARIA stuff on it.
Sorry?
You have to have a custom component with the ARIA stuff in there, accessibility stuff in there that support it.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
So
right.
I think you could build your custom component and implement your requirements. That's I think the strength of the fabrics, that you can build the component yourself and then register it as your component registry, and then it'll just works.
Generic?
Yeah, the Chakra UI in this demo was like what we only support at the initial launch, and I think we have a plan to kind of like cover all other like UI frameworks, and I think, well, of course it's an open source, so we'd love to have your contribution. Any additional thoughts?
I don't get that.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. I think. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this is great. I was wondering, like, every time the page render is gonna analyze the GraphQL schema, meaning like if there is any changes, like you see that live.
Yeah, that's true, and I think we need to do like more performance tuning, I guess, like memoization or caching.
Caching, yeah.
But this is really, I mean, more like a prototype thing. So, but yes, thanks for the feedback.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.